Yeah,
Just say just cool
well, I'm not about to let him down. I'll lay you down right now.
Okay.
All right, so we're in it to win it, ladies and gentlemen. We're here live on the scene. Of course, we're here at the Pennywise show with Authority Zero in the Bronx. It's their second date on the show so far. We're at Ace Cafe Orlando, and we're here with Randy fucking Bradbury from Pennywise.
Yes.
Man.
Hello, thank
the
you for
legendary
having
Pennywise.
me.
Yes, we're huge fans. We're honored that you do this. Yep.
Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you for listening.
Right.
I've seen you guys here in Orlando a million times, and it's really cool that you make an effort to stop here as many times as you can. But do you have any favorite Orlando shows that you've ever played here before?
See, now you got me stumped already.
I
told you.
I know. I should have gave you this. I should have gave you the script.
Well, it kind of all blends in, you know. You play shows for 20 years, so I just know that we, like Florida in general, has really got great energy, and it feels like a lot like California, but like a little bit more broken, maybe a little bit.
It's a little more humid, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, it's
absolutely.
Cool.
I get it. Yeah.
Orlando's cool, and as we're talking, I just thought of something I can't talk about. So whatever.
Shit.
That was
privileged information.
Kidding. See,
can't wait.
I have secrets.
We'll talk about this behind the scenes. So you just got off the Salty Dog cruise with Flogging Molly. The Attack was on there too, straight from Orlando, baby.
That's right.
Shout out to The Attack. How'd that go for you? Was it fun? Did you get seasick?
I did not get seasick.
Right
the
on.
boat moved a little bit, but then when I started feeling a little bit kind of
woozy,
woozy, I thought like this is no different than being on a tour bus, you know?
Right.
A little bit, I can imagine.
Super used to that, so I just kind of imagined I was on a tour bus, and I felt good. The Pennywise show we played, I was there with two bands. I was with Punk Rock Karaoke and Pennywise.
Oh, wow, cool.
Yeah. So
Greg Hedson's on there with you.
yeah, Greg
That's too
Hedson,
cool.
and then Darren Pfeiffer and Stan from the Dickies.
Too cool.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You had your kids on the cruise
I had
with
my
you?
kids on the cruise too.
So what do
and
they
my
think? Do they come watch a show, or is it like, oh, Dad is just playing fucking old music?
They have gone to shows before, but they didn't want to.
They didn't care.
They were
Come on, Dad.
There's a kids club, and they made some friends in there, and they had a lot of fun.
Oh, right, they just stayed there.
They wanted to go every day.
That's how my kids are. They don't give a shit about what I do.
Yeah, I know. At
We've
some
seen
point,
enough
you
of this
just
growing
don't
up.
I
care.
tried to teach them music and shit. They're like, no.
Yeah.
Too cool,
So,
man.
but it was it was great. And then the Pennywise show was awesome. It started raining right on Broham.
On the boat?
Yeah,
Right on
yeah.
Broham?
So yeah. So and it was cool. It
Awesome,
was
man.
a lot of fun.
What's life like on the road now that you've been not drinking so much?
It's way more boring, but way better. Like it's not necessarily boring, but it's
more
just
hangovers.
There's no hangovers. So the mornings are a lot better.
Do you play better?
Yeah, I think I play better. I mean, I've been playing.
You play awesome anyways.
drinking
I'm
and-
sorry. I'm
well,
gonna kiss ass here for a
it's-
second.
It's not like I have to do a lot. I'm not like Matt Freeman. We don't have to do that in Pennywise. So it's like I just look at.
You're not
I
doing
just look at
Maxwell River
everyone
covers
else.
every night? No?
I look what we're doing, and I'm like, I got to follow Fletcher. You know, like with the one string. So mostly. So I've always drank as much as I wanted to.
Good old Fletch. Shout out to Fletch. I hope you're watching, man.
Yeah.
We're going to
Yes,
put this out in a
Fletch.
few weeks. So full album shows have been a big thing lately, and you've done a couple for your first few albums already.
Yeah.
Do you have anything planned for U.S. for Straight Ahead?
Well, we're talking about it. I mean, it would be really, really cool.
That would
to
be
do
really
that,
cool.
so-
We'd be into that.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
really-
One of my favorite albums. Anything for Land of the Free as well? Maybe a couple years down the road?
Well, you know, I mean, I guess we're going to just have to keep going down the line, right?
I know. I
Right,
figured
we'll
that would
see.
be the option.
My newest favorite song is the tick.
Time Bomb ticking in my
Chicky,
head.
chicky.
yeah,
It
Tom-
sounds like it says
I know.
chicky, chicky.
Yeah,
Is
Tom
it
Bomb-
just me,
A
or
little
does it
bit,
sound like
no,
that?
I might have heard that somewhere.
I've been
Tom
trying to
Bomb
school
Chicken.
him on some of this stuff. I'm glad he
Oh,
put
I
on the
haven't listened
playlist
to
for
it.
you.
That's a good
yeah,
one.
but I love that song, man.
Yeah.
That's fucking badass.
Yeah, Jim wrote that, and it's right when he came to the band with that, it was obvious that would be, you know, it was going to be a good one to play live.
Right,
because
right
it's
on.
got
So
that
who'd you say came with that?
Jim.
Oh,
yeah.
Jim did. Okay, cool. Right on. On the new album, like, how many songs did you write on the new album?
This album, there was only one song. You know, throughout all the albums, like I submit as much as I can,
Right,
and
yeah.
they gotta make it through the Fletcher and Jim filter.
shit.
You know,
Oh,
They get
man.
kicked in,
Through
kicked
the
out,
fucking
kicked in,
gauntlet.
kicked out.
right. But you know, if they make it, then that means, you know, then
You
I
made it
feel
to the album,
confident about
right.
it that they're
That's
picking
awesome.
the cream of the crop.
Too
So
cool.
Very
you know,
cool.
but there's not. It's kind of like the stuff I write is kind of like in there, kind of like as flavor, because bulk of the band, they were writing songs before I got in it, so it's got to sound like Pennywise. So it's good to throw a couple of mine in once.
Well, I mean,
that's awesome,
dude.
really cool.
Your backing vocals to me, since you've been in the band, make the Pennywise sound.
I agree.
Really cool.
Yeah, it makes a
Thanks so
huge
much.
difference.
Obviously, your
I
bass
think
sound
so
is incredible too. How'd you get that bass sound on Full Circle? What's all that about?
Oh, the one on Full Circle, yeah.
So cool sounding.
That was, we went to Guitar Center by the studio, and we got a bunch of basses, you know, and Fletcher was like, you know, really overseeing the whole thing, and he's like, no, that one, no, you know, and then he basically, the worst bass they had, it was a Jackson, it was like a $150 bass. It was super crappy. It wouldn't stay in tune, but it had that tone. It had like a lot of mids. It
was really round sounding.
Yeah,
man.
it was round
so
sounding,
cool
not
sounding.
too low, and it fit in the mix. And so that was the one we played. And that album has a really cool. It's not like anything that's like you would talk about in like music school, but the way everything came together on that album has a great vibe.
Those things, dude, the most
So do you
crazy
use
stuff
distortion on your bass?
Well, I do like, well, I've always liked Ampeg SVTs, and they give you like that tube distortion anyways, especially if you dig in, you know, so, but I have a cheater Sans amp now that we use on.
That's what we use on our show too,
when we have the live bands on
It's a survival for someone who doesn't play bass. It can make people sound amazing.
Well, it helps live too, because if you kind of, if you get some sustain and distortion, you can kind of like flop around a little bit and get away with some crap.
Cool. Yeah, that's very cool.
Let's see here. So on social media, you often refer to your previous posts as Past Randy.
Yeah.
What would you, what kind of advice would you give to Past Randy if you could speak to him today?
Fucking Past Randy. I don't know. I'd probably, there's a lot of stuff. I think...
maybe even just young fans out there that are a fan of you, like some advice for young punk rockers.
I don't know. I think I would say that, like, not to stress out so much that things kind of like end up the way they're supposed to. And if you don't stress out and you kind of go with the flow and you kind of make the best of situations as you go, then you end up where you're supposed to be, you know.
I can dig it.
Awesome.
And then you got to tell yourself little lies too.
So if you notice, you have
it's gonna be okay, man.
People or older people? Is it just older people that it's been you guys all along, or do you have some younger new viewers?
On
like the shows you're seeing? Do you
on like Facebook or whatever?
No, not on Facebook.
At the shows.
At the shows. At the shows.
So Willie, I have this thing that I think that I've observed that there's an age group that goes to shows mostly, and that's probably like from 16 to 26, like everyone. And so the faces.
Right. That's what I was wondering.
The faces change, but the
genre stays the same.
The ages stay the same.
The guys that grew up watching you still there, and then the new gang is there.
Well, they're in the back.
We have a lot. No, we have a lot of.
Back tonight.
We have a lot of repeat visitors.
Right.
Which is,
they're like me. I'm like the old guy. I just stand outside of the mosh pit and push people back in.
Yeah. Right. Well, you do more than a lot of guys. So
we stand out there going.
But you look pretty fit. You look, kind of.
I can still push them down, but I'm not getting in there anymore.
I wanted to know this since I was a kid, so I guess I've used it this time to ask it.
Yeah.
Tell me about the song "Wake Up" off of Punkorama 3. Was that a track that was supposed to be on a different album, or was that specifically made for the comp?
No, we had the comp coming up, and then they had. That was just one of the. We just jammed that and wrote it as a band.
Too cool. It sounded
like
that.
Fletcher came in with a riff, and Jim started putting in lyrics, and then we're all go do this, do that, and so it kind of came together. And that was that one was good because we were kind of playing like really tight and really good. So it's like you can hear it in the recording.
Hear it. It's really cool.
So
right on, cool.
Awesome, man. So would you ever consider doing a collaboration with Zoli and Jim on one song?
Yeah, I would consider it. I mean, it's kind of hard. It would be hard to get both those guys together,
In the same room? Is it one of those deals?
I don't know. No, I mean, they talked and stuff and chatted and stuff like that. They know each other's, but Zoli's always in Hungary, and so everyone's like kind of busy doing stuff and yeah, I don't know. That would actually that's not a good question for me.
I know. But I figured maybe if there was somebody kicking around the studio, shit could happen.
Yeah,
that'd be really
cool.
neat.
Yeah.
Willie, end us off here.
So what's next for the band?
So we got a gig coming up in about half an hour. No, we're just gonna.
I can't wait. We're gonna be out there getting
all
soaked.
We are.
Yeah, we're just. Hey, we got. We're lucky to still get offers to play gigs, and we're just gonna try to play as much. I don't think we have any ideas for any albums in the near future, but we're going to Australia in February.
Is there a punk scene in Australia?
Dude,
Yeah,
they
there's
are
a
huge
Pennywise
in
scene.
Australia.
Are all
You
the
don't even
chords
know.
backwards?
Yeah, everything flows. The toilets go backwards.
You've been watching
Is that
too much
true?
Simpsons.
I don't
man.
know. I don't
No,
know.
actually, they have. I wanted to see that. I wanted to
Yeah,
see
me
the water
too.
go
Me
this
too,
way.
yeah.
But they have different kind of toilets. Like they don't even try.
Oh,
It's a
they
bummer.
squirt
Yeah.
you in the ass.
Yeah.
with those?
These things
Yeah,
happen.
it's like just straight down or something. But yeah, no, Australia's cool, man. Australia's
Right
really
on,
cool.
right on.
Randy,
Yeah,
thank you so much for
okay.
being here.
All right, guys.
Thank you for being
Thank you
here.
so much.
We're
All
on the
right,
scene
Willie.
with
All
Live at
right.
Willie's
Thank you
house.
for
We're here at
watching
Ace
Live.
Cafe. Pennywise is going on in just a few minutes. Make sure you check out their touring
That's right.
schedule, pennywisdom.com.
Yeah.
There you go.
And thank you for watching On the Scene with Live at Willie's house.
Don't forget to tune in Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock on Facebook.
Live, people.
Thank you
That's
guys so
right,
much.
live.
Take it easy.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Randy, I love you so much. Thank you.
You were amazing. You were like pulling teeth. There's so many people been doing this. They're like, oh, really? Yeah.